And there you go. Look at that. So pretty. He's got to get comfy. Give him a second. So yeah, I tried streaming recently, and it's an experience, but one of the things that I wanted to do is put up a subscriber or like follower count. And there's some tutorials online. They're pretty good. But one of the things that I didn't like is there's not really a good way to kind of edit the visual display of the content. So I just, hyperfixated for the past 4 hours, it looks like. That's cool. That's fun. So I figured I would make a quick tutorial. It's going to go over how to set up, just normal subscriber counts, and then it's going to go into different ways that you can modify it using CSS. So if you know how to use CSS, this is not going to come as anything new. It's actually really easy, and you can just pretty much copy and paste everything that I have. But I'll also walk you through if you want to do like, font size changes, change the font, increase the weight, outlines. And then some other stuff that's not super fancy. But yeah, let's go take a look. So one of the things that you can do, yeah. So you want to go to livecounts.io. It's as far as I'm aware, free to use. They've got a couple different platforms. Looks like they don't have TikTok and that kind. Oh, they do. Yeah, they've got TikTok, and you can. I think from what I've seen, this should work with everything, but we're going to just do YouTube because, YouTube's the thing. And put in your username. Oh, that's not mine. Yeah. And click search. Once you found it, it'll just kind of pop over into this, and you'll be like, look at all these cool things you can do. But we are using OBS, and we're going to go down to where it's like, hey, you can embed this on your website. Or if you want to use OBS, we support that. That's cool. So you get this link right here, and you control copy, and we can just exit out of that. And now you get to see infinity on my screen again. Wow, infinity. Sorry, I have a cough. Once you're back in OBS, you should have sources set up, and this is going to look different, no matter who you are. But in your sources, for whichever source you want to put it into, you can see I've got vertical, but there's this thing. You press the plus button, and then you can go to browser, and we're going to do YouTube. Yep, nope, we're just going to do YouTube. That's fine. And hit Control V, and this will, by default, just pop you with that page. So obviously, this is kind of tiny. You can't really see what's going on. And if we, so this is kind of hard to look at, but we can put a color source. Okay, yeah, I know, you're complicated. Come on, do it. There we go. And you can see even, oh, yeah, that's fine. I wasn't clicking on that. No, it's fine. Even if you zoom in a ton, it kind of looks funky. It's got this image. Even if you had like a nice icon, it still is going to be there, which you might not want it. It's got the YouTube logo and then the name up there, and it's kind of stupid and it's not fun to work with. So if you wanted to change this, I have a file. And this is just CSS. You can just right off the bat copy and paste this. And if you go back into the browser source and you go down to that custom CSS, you can literally paste that into there, hit OK. And so I was using pink just so I could see what that actually looks like for the background. But you can tell already the font's a lot larger. It gets rid of all that additional stuff, and it's so much easier to work with. Let's get rid of that color source. Goodbye, color source. Yes, I know. We're removing you. You don't have to use any editors to work on this. You can do it directly in OBS. There's a lot of different ways that you can play around with this, but this will be set to transparent by default in the files that I'm going to give to everyone. But I'm going to copy and paste this again. Back over to here, and Don't mind me, just forgetting how things work. I'm tired. It's been a day. Yeah, and you can see it is. I should have left the video source. I should have left the little color source. Yep, should have done that, but I didn't. And you can see right off the bat, like this is. Oh wow! I guess I'm not clicking on the things I want. It's just so much easier to see. You can interact with it and move it around, and it's not going to be super pixelated, and you can adjust this pretty significantly if you wanted to. You can shrink this down, and as you shrink it down, it'll actually auto adjust what you see on the screen too. I usually just leave it pretty big because it doesn't make that much of a difference either way. But like, there's a lot of different ways you can interact with it. The font size, the font weight, which is basically if you'd like it to be bold or anything else like that. You can add a bunch of other stuff. Like you can go and do research into CSS, and there's a lot of different ways that you can play around with this. Font family is probably the one, like if you wanted to do comic, actually would. I was hoping Comic Sans would be in there, but you know. What other types? Let's just do Times New Roman. That's fine. Whoa, that's a lot of options. Oh, that's why, because whatever. That's fine. Will this work? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. And actually, let's also change the fill color to pink. And we can see what this will look like now. Yep. And this is going to look different. Like each font is going to have different like fill and bolding. It's all can look differently. It's just fun. It's something you can play around with. You can adjust this, and then you could do this on a couple of different kinds and have them all staggered throughout your page without having to spend a ton of time and work like going through and figuring out which each one's going to look like. There's another portion that I added in. I'm sorry for coughing. There's another portion I added into here. So this text before count, this content portion actually is going to pop in front of it. So I'm going to get rid of, let's get rid of the, yeah, whoop, whoop. Clicking things, we'll do pink again. Nope, pink, doing pink. And the content we will do, we'll just do, man, I am a funny person. Look at that. Look how funny that is. I actually, how do you spell sandwiches? Good enough. Come back over here, YouTube. 'Cause that's what it said, right? Yeah, we'll pretend. And now, this will constantly have subs in front of it. And you can modify that to whatever you want to. Hypothetically, you could potentially link an image, an icon. There's a lot of different ways that you can play around with this if you wanted to get. This is actually a great way to get started into like front end. I shouldn't say front end web development, but like front end styling and CSS, because you can kind of play around with this. And what you're doing is you're actually forcibly manipulating the page. So if you wanted to get deeper into what that is, let's see. Let's go back. And we'll go back into the YouTube, and we can pop this, because all this is doing, all this little what's it called, browser portion of OBS is doing, is literally opening a browser. Which browser, I have no idea. I'd assume it's Chromium based, but it could be WebKit, and it could be a bunch of other weird stuff. But if you actually open that page, it's going to take you to pretty much the exact same thing that we have here. And you can play around with this in pretty weird ways. Oh, goodbye. Yeah. I have a cough. And if you inspect, let's do this. We'll do that, and then open the big stinky. And you can, if you go, oh, my little record thing is hiding this. You can start inspecting, which, like, obviously nobody asked for this. You don't have to keep watching at this point. Although at the end later, I am going to show you what this could look like and like how it works with a couple of different ones lined up. But yeah, so once you get into here, it actually has a link to the CSS file. It has a link to the CSS file that you click, and you can go back and take that big stinky file and copy that in, and it is going to directly modify it inside of your browser. So if you are a web dev or you're somebody that's familiar with software engineering and software development, all that fun stuff, you can go in here and you can dive in and you can inspect this entire application. You can dive through the rest of the CSS and you can try and make some of those changes in real time. So like once you've to the CSS file copied all of that, you can in real time make those changes. Okay, here we go. Where do those changes go? So if you wanted to change subs to be, you know, or whatever, like, well, how worse? All right. I shouldn't be allowed to type in front of other humans. But yeah, like the modifications can be immediate. You can switch things around and see and experiment with what you think is going to look better. You can play around with that font size. Don't make it too big. It's going to start to look really weird, but there's a lot of different things you can play around with. And a cool thing here too is if you go to, let's see, where are we in odometer-inside? That is a little bit more of a pain in the butt, but direct font changes. So like that's not sans-serif. Let's see, sans-serif. Yeah, so you can play around with that. If you know Google like web available fonts, you can start auto system UI. What's that look like? That's gross. I was gonna do potato. But yeah. Back to where we were. It's really straightforward. And you do not have to, like, you don't have to play around with it. You can just take the basics. What is happening over here? I don't know. Yeah, anyways. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can make this a little bit more complicated and give you an example of like what this could look like. And there you go. Look at that. So pretty. So I made a couple of different adjustments. There is a GitHub that has a ton of PNG files for different social icons. And so what I did is I changed it so instead of the content actually being, you know, the little thing, the little words, I just have it directly dropping in files. So if you do ever want to do this and you want to modify this, you just have to comment out the one that you would like, and you can either go to the GitHub, which I will link the GitHub that I used to get all these files, and you can then copy the raw content, which, so if you wanted to, let's see, yeah, let's do that. I'll show you how to do it real quick. The 4 that I have in here are Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Kickstarter, because they don't have Kick. You could host your own or find another file and then just drop that file directly into that URL. But theoretically, if you want to just change from one to the other when you're dropping this entire thing, when you're copying and pasting it, you can comment that. If you're not using VS Code, if you're like opening this up in Notepad, instead of, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't know how I got up there. Instead of doing the comment command, which is control and then a bracket, the line slash. Geez, oh wow, yeah, slash. You can. So if it's commented, the comment is a star and then a slash, and then the other one is also a star and then a slash, but with the star on the inside. So if you want to uncomment this, you go to this side right here, backspace that, and then you go to this side here and backspace this. And that's how you can comment and uncomment without using the IDE. But, instead of commenting and uncommenting all of these, you can just go to that GitHub. Let's see if I can just reopen. Yeah, there we go. And that works. So I will bring social icons. And I don't know this person, but they have this social icons GitHub, and you don't have to have a GitHub account to use this. You don't have to understand how to use version control or do anything with Git. You just go to the one that you want, and I picked the color PNGs because I thought they looked better, but you can do black and white. You just go into it, and then you find the one that you want. So if you wanted to do, I don't know, Figma, I don't even know. Ooh, that's pretty. You would open the image, and when you open the image, it's going to give you the raw GitHub user PNG file, and this is a direct link that you can use. So theoretically, if we wanted to change while we're dropping this in, this is what this would look like. You can just change this file right here to this new file, and then we still copy and paste this entire thing, and we can go back into, let's change TikTok to Figma. And you can see in here, I've got this big old folder. That makes it a lot easier. I can drag this around. Well, apparently my computer hates me because it decided it was going to stop recording, so I get to do this all over again. Yep, you can see I went back to find the Figma page. Here, let's go back to Line Rider. Line Rider. I can open this page up. Look at this. Wow. Line Rider. We can go play. Woo. And while that dude's just doing his thing, so what I was talking about is this is all inside of a little folder, which makes it a lot easier for me to manage if I want to move stuff around. Not super relevant because that's not what we're talking about, and honestly it's probably better ways to do the whole management of this stuff, but I don't know because I am not really a full-time streamer. I'm just a guy who hyperfixates on a project well into the middle of the night because that's what he's doing. But we're gonna do TikTok. Gonna change TikTok. Oh wait, you know what? I don't remember if I copied this properly. So change that URL and hit Control Copy and Control Paste. And look at that. Look at it loading up all of those their TikTok followers that think that I make content that's okay. And that's how you do it. You can go into that webpage and you can go and find all types of other images and just link them. You can host your own. If you want to host your own, you could technically use your icon from the other socials if you'd like to. There's a lot of different ways to play around with this. But yeah, if you thought that was cool, go increase those numbers. That would make my day really a lot better. If you have questions about any of this, comment and talk about it, because there's a lot of stuff that we covered. Some of it is kind of nonsense. Some of it I definitely skipped over. But if you get stuck on any of this, if there's any parts that you're like, wow, this doesn't work the way that I was hoping to, I'm really good about responding to my comments in any of the platforms. If you're watching this on a platform where you kind of can't see what's going on, just go check out my Linktree and go look at the other content. The top one on this page is the one that you're going to be able to see this the best. You can have the highest resolution. So yeah, it's we did the thing. It's there it is. All right. Have fun. Be safe. Make choices.